What's up, nerds? So I just as I'm recording this, I just finished episode 3 of The Skeleton Crew. And I just want to say that this show is still no good. It's no bueno. But I know some people love this show and they're just all like nut hugging it and everything. I do not understand you. I don't need to understand you. You're in your own little world. I do want to say though that I think that I want to say two things about Star Wars and people that like this show and everything. First off, if you're somebody that loves this show, I'm happy for you and I'm a little bit jealous because I wish that I could go into Star Wars now thinking like having a positive attitude about it. But I cannot, okay? And this is the second thing I want to say. I can't go into it and it's not my fault. It's Star Wars fault. It's Lucasfilm, it's Disney, it's Kathleen Kennedy, it's all this stuff. They have turned Star Wars into shit. And as far as these shows go and movies, they have put crap after crap after crap out there. And they cannot expect me to keep coming to the shit well and drinking the shit and just keep coming back for more and being like, this is going to be so good this time. No. It is so I'm sorry until we get to the end and they blow my mind and they have to blow my mind. Like seriously, like this ending has to be so freaking good that I just go, wow, that was really good because they put out too much garbage that mediocre, just good enough is not good enough. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Also, some people want to get on to me about saying that these child actors are not good actors. And, like saying like me saying like, Macaulay Culkin or Haley Joel Osment, it's hard to find, I can't remember how they put it, but like a really good child actor. Those are like a dime a dozen or something like crap like that, or 1 in a million. I'm like, well, but you guys want to compare this to the Goonies? All fucking 10 kids in the Goonies were all good actors, all good child actors. So go suck a dick, preferably my dick, because I like getting my dick sucked. Because I'm sorry, if all those kids in the Goonies can be so fucking good, and there's like 10 of them, then how come they can't find 4 fucking kids that are good actors? So suck my cock, you stupid bastard. All right, now that I said that, sorry, I got a little hated there. I want to go over this episode because I think when it comes to Star Wars, I just like a lot of the stuff with it when it comes to the ships. I don't like. I'm not one of those people that's like all into the Jedi. Like I do like the Jedi, but whatever. I'm mostly into bounty hunters. I love bounty hunters. I think they're my favorite. If I was in the Star Wars universe, I would be a bounty hunter. But I just love all the stuff with the ships. Yeah, and I just don't care. Like I was recently on a stream where we talked about this show, and one Little Platoon, who I just love. I love Little Platoon, and he put out a review. I'll leave a link to his review of episode 1, and you guys can check it out because it was really good. He's very funny. Anyways, but he said something that was really that he thought was the most interesting thing about this was Ad, the treasure planet, and how the mystery behind that. And so my whole thing is I don't care. I'm sorry. I just don't care about any of it because the show, it's first off, I don't find it stimulating when I'm watching it. Like I'm watching it, but I'm all like, okay, whatever. And I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. I can't get behind it and be all like, this is so good. Star Wars is, if I see one more person say Star Wars is saved or Star Wars is back, I'm going to lose my fucking shit. I swear to God. Okay. I'm sorry I've ranted like this long for like 3 minutes. I'm going to get into this, breaking down this episode and tell you my thoughts on everything. But just know that, they've never come at me with good faith. So I'm not coming at them with good faith. I automatically do not like the show. They have to earn me liking it. Okay. That's where I'm at with Star Wars. So that's just how it is. All right. So let's get into this breakdown. And then, I'll meet you on the other side and complain a little bit more. All right, here we go. So on Atten, right? The parents of the children are just chilling and they're worried about their kids. And they are told, due to the kids going past the barrier, that it is out of their jurisdiction for the droids. And they all get upset and they want to talk to the supreme or leader or whatever it is. Yeah. So, okay, first off, Chris Gore put out there that we were going to see the 2 lesbian parents of the little Asian girl, Geordi LaForge. And people might be upset with that. I just want to say I do not care if a character in these shows are gay. Or if they have like this little girl has lesbian moms. I'm totally fine with that. I'm fine with that. Like it's like in Lightyear where people were upset about the lesbian kiss. I was not one of those people. I'm not. I'm all for family values and everything, but I'm totally fine with lesbian parents or two dudes. I'm totally fine with it because my son, one of his friends, well, two of his friends from school, their moms are lesbians and they're just delightful. I love them. They're so great. Anyways, so they have left the planet and gone past the barrier. And and later on they talk about the great work. And that's where it's all coming to. And Platoon mentioned something about the High Republic comic books and then the great work. But I don't care. I don't care what this planet is. I don't care about the treasure. I don't care. And Star Wars has done that. They've done that. They've ruined everything. They've ruined Star Wars for me. But they can't get their kids back, and the parents are pissed, and I totally get it. I'd be pissed too. So Jod, he helps the kids escape the brig, and they're just moving through these tunnels, but they refuse to leave without SM-33, which Platoon also mentioned is Smee, forcing him to go back and rescue him. And they do outwit the pirates and flee. So the thing I liked about this was I did like when they were escaping, how he was like pulling on that little thing. And then, and I did like how the little Geordie LaForge girl, she mentions like, you can't just, hyperdrive whenever with stuff attached to you or whatever. And I was like, see, I mean, like they're kind of keeping to the rules of Star Wars. You can't just hyperdrive, right? Like, when they did hyperdrive skipping in the last movie, what was it called? I don't know, episode 9. You can't just do that because remember when Han Solo says like, you might jump into a star or, end up in an asteroid field or something like that. And I was like, yeah, see, exactly. So at least they mentioned that. And so they end up escaping this pirate's bay. And I was like, okay, that's cool. They have to get out of there somehow, and they need to hit the ground running. That's another thing about this show is they should have hit the ground running like on episode 2. And they did not. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So Fern, she refuses to trust Jod. And Wim and Neil, they're convinced he's a real Jedi. They're just so convinced. But KB, she reluctantly admits that he's their only way of getting home. And I thought this was like kind of good in terms of, the smart Asian girl admits that, listen, hey, we're kids. We don't know what the hell we're doing. We need him to help us get back home. And he can have all the freaking treasure he wants. Who cares? It's just money, Let him have a couple of sacks of gold and move along. And, and I was like, okay, cool. So whatever. So Jod, he takes these kids to a moon to meet his friend Kim, who is a map expert, which is super fun. Everybody loves those map experts, but even he doesn't trust Kim. Like Jod doesn't trust Kim. And Kim refers to Jod as Crimson Jack, which I think is a much better name than Jod. That's a crappy name. But before revealing that Ad-Atten is among a series of legendary planets that have protected themselves with a barrier. So they go to this moon, right? To this like, this little astrological place, with this owl creature later. She's like half cat, half owl. Like she's on this little poster that I have up. She's next to the Wolfman. And she doesn't have a beak. She's got like right here is like owl or a cat nose and whiskers. But then the rest of her is an owl. She can fly and stuff. She's got like owl wings and everything. And I love owls. Yeah, I think owls are awesome. The barn owl is my favorite. But so she's talking to them and she's talking to them. And she's trying to figure out the coordinates for Ad-Atten because she's like Ad-Atten. She pulls out this scroll and it's got all these different. There's like 9 planets and in the middle is Ad-Atten. She's like they were all destroyed except for Ad-Atten, and it's cut off from the rest of the universe and everything. And she uses them and what they know about the planet to help her figure out where it is. And I thought that was kind of cool also. I was like, okay, fine, that's fine. She's like, we're going to pick your brain until it could take all night for us to get it. And I'm like, honey, you're playing your card too much. I could figure it out. You're not being like very sneaky about it. So she prints the coordinates But Jod realizes that she was stalling for the authorities to arrive and forces the kids to flee. So, like I said before, I would have figured out that she was stalling because she's like, it could take all night. I don't know how long it's gonna take. And I was like, okay, whatever, honey. So then they leave. They end up leaving, and and I'm like, okay. So they run back to their ship, right? And Jod, he finally admits that he is not a Jedi, right? But agrees that they must work together to get what they want and escape. So they escape the authorities to their next destination. So I did like, again, the ship stuff. I like the ships and everything, like I said before. But again, this part was not exciting. It was just, I was just like, okay, whatever. Like the kids get in their little blasters and it's the bitch Moss versus Wimp in their blasting competition. I did like hearing there's one part where I did like hearing Neil scream like a little girl. It was super funny. There's also one part where they break free from the Pirates Bay and this like thing, and this guy gets hit with like the wire. He's like, I don't remember what noise he made, but I did laugh out loud because it was a funny noise. So they escape with hyperdrive again, and then that's the end of the episode. So again, overall, the show's not good. It's not good. It's not, I personally am not entertained. I'm sick and tired of people saying this was made for kids. No kids are watching this. It's only people like me that are adults. Either people are covering it or you're just a super sick fan for Disney Star Wars and you're a total Star Wars nut hugger now and a shill that's why you're watching it. Like you're like me. I'm only watching it for content. That's why I'm watching it. I mean, it used to be, and a little bit of it is, it's Star Wars. I've been watching Star Wars since I was 9 years old. How can I all of a sudden stop watching Star Wars now? And the thing is, maybe I'm still holding out hope that they'll put out something that I enjoy, the only thing that I've really enjoyed from the shows is Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and those aren't great, I did enjoy Rogue One. Rogue One was good for sure, but it's only because that last space battle. If it didn't have that final space battle, it'd be shit. So I don't know, man. I just, it's like, why do they make these shows? If they why don't they strive for greatness? I don't know, man. Maybe they felt like they had to make this show because they just didn't have any other ideas, that were feasible. I don't know, man. I just, okay, here's the thing. I don't understand why people keep going back to Star Wars thinking maybe it's going to be different this time. Like they're like a battered wife. He's not going to stop hitting you. Star Wars isn't going to stop making crap. Not until Kathleen Kennedy is gone. Not until they get some people in there that have writing experience that doesn't include dinosaurs. I'm just, man, I tell you what, I'm sorry. I'm going on a rant now. The episode was not that great. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. And we only have 8 episodes. We only have 5 episodes now left. They should have, on episode 2, they should have hit the ground running. I don't care what Ad-Aden is. I don't care who Jod is. If he's a Jedi, not a Jedi. I don't care about any of it. I really don't. I just don't care, But, let's see where this goes, I guess. Yeah. All right. That's my whole thoughts. I don't have anything else to say. Like, I wish I could love this show like some people do. I really do. But it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not funny. It's just sucks. So, all right, you guys, that's where I'm going to end it. I normally don't have anything else to say. So, but tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Did you like it? What did you think of this owl creature? I thought it was like interesting, but only because I like owls. But other than that, I was like, whatever. And I'm still obsessed with this Wolfman creature pirate guy, although he's apparently not that great a captain. But all right, well, tell me what you guys thought. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind it from my channel. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week on my Skeleton Crew breakdown and review. You guys have a good week. May the force be with you. Bye.